Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Treasures of a Crafty Mind YouTube channel. I'm Denise, and today is Craftspiration Collaboration Day with my crafty bestie, Leslie Pico of Mermaid Cove Studios. Today we are doing a flashback series and sharing some of our favorite Halloween projects in honor of the Wickedly Crafted Series 2026, hosted by Robyn M Pitts. We want to continue with the Halloween crafting, at least bring you back some Halloween inspiration once a month for our collaboration. We're just kind of mixing it up and bringing in some of our old projects and talking about maybe how well they've stood up over time. It's been almost a year since I've made these. This is the KF's Crafts coffin bag, and I turned it into a backpack. And then this is the packaging, Amazon packaging, that I turned into a wallet folio, and it seems to be holding up really well. So I wanted to talk about what I used and reflect on maybe some things that I could have done differently, or that I am glad I did and why I did them. First, I want to start with this repackaging and turning it into a folio. I love using Amazon packaging, and this one it was really quick to make, and I took a piece of cardstock on each side to make a little accordion, kind of a, to open it up. I've used a Prima flower, and this is a Simple Stories digital paper collection, and I did get my Epson Eco Tank, and I want to talk about how great the Eco, and it's not that it was the most inexpensive Eco Tank you could get. And look at how well the paper holds up, the ink. The printing is fantastic. I love it. I did use hot glue to apply the trim, so it's holding up really well. I did also hot glue the Prima flower and the embellishments here, holding up very well. And I hot glued my seam binding in place and this Creepin' It Real embellishment, all holding up very well. I did double-sided tape. So far, my double-sided tape is holding up very well. And it is the bubble wrap packaging. And what I want to reflect on and wished I had done was kind of, done the inside and done some more covering, to cover up the edges. But this is a one and done, and it's always fun to send a cute little happy mail. And I mean, it can last longer, but it definitely would need some trim, and I'm going to keep that in mind for future projects. But hey, for a swap or something, just maybe add some trim and do that. But I do love my shabby crafting, so that the extra details matter. Just keep that in mind. Okay, now let's talk about the KF's Crafts coffin bag die set. If you haven't grabbed it, I think it's still available. I did get mine from Amazon, and I used a Scrap Diva die set for the straps. So to check out Scrap Diva Designs, she has awesome dies for making bag straps. And I used, this is actually Ohuhu cardstock from Amazon. I used Prima paper. It's holding up very well. I did do hot glue, so you can see that the hot glue lasts and is really holding up. And I did the same with these tabs to hold the ribbon in place. I believe I used Barely Art wet glue. I prefer wet glue when I'm building my 3D projects. The organza trim is holding up very well. I don't see any fading. And I've had this put away in a container. I love the cursed zombies. And then inside you can see, now what I want to reflect on is how I wished I wouldn't have overlapped so much on that trim. Then I could have opened it up like this side. Wasn't paying attention. But you can see it's holding up very well. And here are some embellishments that I had put in here, some bows and some flowers. And those are still holding up really well too. Oh, I even did metal centers on these flowers. So I just thought it would be kind of fun that Leslie and I talked about doing a series that we go back and we get our older projects that we still have, and that, you know, we've been crafting for quite a while now and we've learned a lot, and it's nice to go back and see how well, you know, how long, how much we've come along with our crafting, you know, and reflect on things and products, you know, and see how well they've stood up. So as you can see, these are still holding on strong. We are going on a year for these projects. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you are inspired to go back and maybe check out some of your older projects, see how they're holding up. That's the best way to test how well your glue is, if your paper's faded, your digitals, if they're holding up, how well. I'm really happy with my digitals with my Epsom Eco Tank. And so if you are in the hunt or on the hunt for a new printer, you could always check out the Eco Tanks. I'm really happy with the ink. It's been lasting very well. I've been able to print a lot, and it's, I think, economical. So just throwing out my personal opinion on that, and it's not paid or sponsored. This is all me, myself and I, and sharing with you. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. This is Denise AbateSmith, and I'm Treasures of a Crafty Mind, and this is my crafty treasures that I have in my stash that I'm sharing. And check out Leslie's video, Mermaid Cove Studios, my crafty bestie. And this is our Craftspiration Collaboration. Hashtag Scrappy Happy, using our scraps and checking out what we've done and if they're still holding up. So, okay, bye for now. Love ya bunches.